Howdy dorks, hello. Hello, welcome in everyone. It's time for Unchowder. It's time for Dwarf Fortress. Time for a pickle. We're gonna have a pickle today. How's it going? How's it going, Barely Creative? Hello, Orion. You had a fried pickle? Oh my gosh, I haven't had a fried pickle in a hot minute. That sounds really good right now. I even ate. I ate lunch. I still want a pickle. Anyway, how are you all? How's it going? It's Thursday. I'm feeling very Thursday today. Or getting rated. Who's getting rated? Hello. Hello, Trash Mac. Hello, everyone. Can I... Nope. Can I type? Yes, there we go. Hello, Trash Mac. Welcome in, everyone. We're just getting started. We're literally just getting started here. Talking about pickles. I screwed up at the very end of last stream. So today we get to deal with the fallout of my mistakes. Isn't that fun? That's fun. You'll all get to see my mistakes. How's it going, Trash Mac? Are you Dark Soulsing? I saw that you were playing Dark Souls. I need to catch that. I still haven't actually played like the original. Like I've done Elden Ring. I've done Sekiro. I have not done the actual Dark Souls games. I played Dark Souls 1 a tiny bit. I don't know. I got to a Hydra and gave up. That's what I remember. I did the butterfly. I did the butterfly. Was soulsing then forcing for an hour. Okay, cool. Yeah. Welcome in, everyone. Today we are dealing with consequences. We were mining down by the candy. I had a moment of lapsed attention and flooded a level of the candy vein with magma. And I still want the candy. So we're gonna try to like unflood some of the candy vein. That's what we're up to today. Just met the Hydra and butterfly. Okay. They're kind of near it's years ago since I've played. They're not that far from each other, right? But I think they're quite far as like the level you should be to beat them. I think one is significantly easier than the other. No spoilers or anything. The butterfly is real cool. I have great memories of that. Very close, yeah. I remember being lost in that tangle. Yeah, I remember that. Good luck. We both have our own balls of wax to deal with, don't we? Today's episode is brought to you by magma in places it should not be, and by viewers like you, clicking on all the buttons down there, hanging out with us live, hanging out in VODs, hanging out in Discord, wherever you want to hang out. Please mind the magma. Please mind the magma. And we're gonna load up here. Warm and toasty magma, bust out the marshmallows. Don't mind the 4 miners in the hot sauce. Soon to be Obsidian Crafts, yes. Yeah, we are kind of fortunate. Also, Trash Mac, if you need to run off, then like go do so. We're gonna settle in and we're gonna be here for a bit. We're gonna be here for a bit. Oh my god. This is what we're dealing with. This is how we wrapped up the last stream. So we're here, right? We have a couple exposed levels. Very fortunately, we have our cave lake like right here. Must lurk and start dinner. Okay. Best of luck with the worm rocks, the spicy rocks. They're just so dang spicy. Yeah, thank you for the raid. We're in for a treat here, I think. I mined, was it this one? I think it was this that I did. Yeah, clear diamond cavern floor. Oh, maybe did I do that? I don't know why I would have mined that one. Anyway, it don't matter. We gotta fix it. Obsidian crafts with gold sprinkles. Yes, exactly. Yeah, there's 4 miners in here. There were 4 miners in here. Right. Jeez. So I think what's gonna happen... I don't think we need to turn all of this into obsidian. I think if we can seal this, we can pump out the majority of this magma. I think that's kind of my plan, because we have our little holding cell here, right? Maybe I might dig this out a bit to make this a bit bigger, so we can hold a little bit more space in here. But essentially, I want to seal this, which we can do with a single tile, like right on top of the magma flow as well. This is like the bottom. It was like the lowest it could have happened on. But if we can do this tile right here, then we will be sealed once again. Right? I think it's this tile that we care about. And I think what's gonna happen... Hello. Hello, XF Wham. How's it going? Oh, the cat is being chill. Oh my gosh, look at that. Making obsidian platform. Kinda, yeah. Basically we want to drop water onto this tile from above and then pump out the magma. So I think what we're gonna do, because I don't think I can just mine out this tile and then figure out the water. I think we're gonna have to get some water resting on top of this tile and then take out the floor. Because I don't want the magma coming up through the floor and then creating obsidian on this level, right? Because that would do nothing for us. We need the obsidian to be down here on this level. Read without the X as wham with F at the beginning. Fwam. Just started Dwarf Fortress. Decided to open Twitch for that too. Excellent. Well, spoilers, but we're a bit late game at the moment. Dealing with a mistake of ours. My God. Okay, so I think what's gonna happen is I'm gonna do a little bit of a wall. And we might grab some microclimb blocks for this, because we have plenty of microclimb blocks. So I need a way for someone to get in, but I need them to get in without letting all the water out. So I need like a double door situation. So I'm gonna do like this. And then like this. Adventure mode is available in premium. It sure is. Oh, it sure is. I mean, the reason it wasn't for a while was because they were like working on it, but now like it's done. We're out of beta. We're getting like feature releases. I don't know if you saw the Siege release happened to us not too long ago. That's been fun. Yeah, okay. So I'm gonna unpause. I'm gonna let them build this. The other aspect is that we need a way for water to get in there. And we have... Where was I pumping from? I was using water here. This is still linked, right? That's still linked. So we can let lake water in through here, and then I want it to come down to here. This is gonna be... Oh, it's gonna be a whole thing. We knew it would be. We could also just do a pond. I don't know that this is so much water that we need to open up the lake. We might just call this a pond and fill it manually. So actually I'm going to do like all 4 of these tiles. I'm just going to do like this. I'm just going to do like that. Part of it didn't see it had a break for a while. Oh, gotcha. Yeah, it's fun. Oh yeah, it's fun. We're we've been able to deal with it for the most part, but I don't know, it's been scary. Sieges are kind of scary now. Oh, right. So yeah, we had 4 miners die into the lava, so we actually need to carve some slabs. Also, this is a kobold fortress with some polar bear friends, because we're on a glacier. My stone crafters are up here. So I'm gonna go over here. I think we have memorial slabs made, and those should be the right 4, right? Morris, Zira. Oh, Morris was one of our babies. Oh, we lost one of our babies. Dang. Yeah, so we're gonna do Morris, Sisru, and Zrira. Dang. Ding, ding, ding. We're working on dyeing our cloth, needing undyed, unusable, dyeable color gray cloth. So we have, where's our cloth making? I'm getting lost here. Down here. So we've dyed all of our cloth? Because we could also dye thread. Got a lot of thread. We're making dimple dye. We're spinning thread. We are tinting gray cloth. So what if I just switch this? That'd have to be a different job, right? I want to dye thread. And ideally we would dye like all of our thread. So as long as we have dye, and thread, I think we dye the thread. I think that's how we're gonna do it. And then I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 dye shops. So I'm gonna say that this goes 8 at a time. And then that should work, right? And then our other dye job. Unusable dyeable cloth. Says we have a bunch. Maybe put this up to like 20. Yeah, okay. I'll do that so it stops. Talking about Popeyes last night. We were talking about Popeyes. Oh, it's fun. It's fun, said the cryptid, throwing a large rock at an undefined dragon lurking around the fortress. Me. We're also hunting for gems. The gem hunt is going to continue in the background. Our primary goal right now is to get all of the colors of gem window. We're slowly assembling all of the colors. We have like 4 left, I think. But we got ourselves into a different kind of trouble down here. We're also dealing with aquifer. Because why wouldn't we be? But we have been smoothing the majority of this. I'm gonna keep telling them to smooth the actual leaking tiles. Carving out these drains. Yep, boop, boop, boop. We found some gems in here. Maybe not as many as I was hoping, though. Oops, sure, whatever. All the aquifers stealing our frames. Jeez. What a mess. Oh, this was all a mistake. This was all a mistake. Love that chicken from Popeyes. I haven't had Popeyes in quite a while. We have like a pretty well-loved local chicken chain here, which I think is better. I mean, local's always better, right? Just in general, but I haven't even done like a KFC in quite a while. Creature check? Oh, good call. We have visitors, we have humans, we have 2 caged goblins, we have our yetis, we have 2 pond grabbers, and that's it. Is that a wild yeti? We have a wild yeti. It's been a while since we've seen a wild yeti. You're gonna hang, you're just, okay. Just gonna hang out. We also have to clean up the surface. I forgot about that. We actually have the remains of a siege on the surface from last stream. But I think the aquifer is a higher priority right now. But that did see, I mean, that was most of what's actively leaking. Yeah. This all seems fine for the most part. Of course, this level is still going to leak from above, because... But I think we can call that good for the moment. Wow. Okay, and then this level seems dry. This level is like dried out almost entirely, which is very nice. Right, we can even just be completionist here. Much belated hi from Trash Raid, was in the middle of a fight in Monster Hunter. Well, hello. Yeah, welcome in. I understand the priorities. Just noticed the cat. Hello, kitty. That is Tofu. There is another cat in here, but she's in a not camera spot. They are both frequently insane. So the fact that they're both kind of settled down right now is very nice. Very, very nice. Oh, there's some stuff down here. Doopa-doopa-doo. Monster Hunter World, computer cannot run wilds. That's frequently the defining factor, isn't it? I keep trying to get into Monster Hunter. It's the kind of game that I'm pretty sure I would enjoy. I just haven't really gotten a chance to really like sink my teeth into it. There's been a couple different games that a couple different Monster Hunter games that I tried very briefly and went, yeah, okay. And then kind of didn't go back to. but I need to at some point. My friend got a new setup with all the new stuff except for RAM and disks. It cannot run wild. Hilarious. Well, RAM can be a significant thing for these newer games, right? Which is unfortunate considering the market for RAM these days. Have not seen them in the UK, but we're getting one. They've exploded lately, apparently. Interesting for Popeyes. I wonder why that is. I wouldn't have said that they're like that noteworthy. But you know, that's not that's not the factor, right? Okay. I think that's gonna get our aquifer situation basically taken care of. And then we come down here, so now I want to put a pair of doors in here. Door and door. And then these are going to be ponds. I'm going to do individual little ponds. So we get 4 people coming down here in parallel. There we go. Now these should all... Oops. Not that one. Cool. Oh, I hope this works. Is it would if they didn't have 64 gigs? Fair. World is really fun. I've heard so is Rise. Wild is crazy unoptimized. That's, yeah, that's a factor too, isn't it? I think they changed the recipe maybe 5 years ago and is genuinely excellent. Well, then I have not had new Popeyes. Huh. It's been more than 5 years since I've had Popeyes, I can guarantee that. And I guess we're also gonna, at the same time, we're gonna dig out a bit more of this. Just to have more room. So we could pump from like here. That might be the most convenient. Of course, with a diagonal there, that's gonna be, it's gonna suck a little bit. But I think we're gonna disassemble all of this. Apparently there's one in Warsaw, from what a friend told me. I think they even tried it and didn't like it. Like, it's chicken, right? I guess I haven't tried the new stuff, but I don't typically associate those giant chains with unique and interesting flavors and such. I'm gonna have our wall go like this, I guess. So I guess I don't want to do that. Or we could do like this. Enjoyed Rise a bit, but the sieges and megalo monster thingy burnt me out. I think Rise is one of the ones I tried a little bit, but I did not get very far. Like maybe 1 or 2 play sessions. Never had Popeyes, matter of fact, learned of its existence around November last year. They must be exploding then. I don't know why. Why? Hey, look, some water. Okay, so we're gonna let them go. We're just gonna let them do this. And then I guess I want our pump to be here. So it's going to be a magma safe screw pump, right? Not closest material. So magma save is going to be kaolinite and iron and iron. That's what we want. And then our wall. It's gonna do like that. Megalo monster thingy being the flagship monster of the box art. Oh, gotcha. That makes sense. Big guy. I'm like all out of sorts today. My usual mug wasn't clean, so I like a different tea mug. And also I'm out of my usual tea, so it's a different tea. And everything's just so slightly wrong. What'd you? Oh, you grabbed the bucket, okay. Okay, sure, and then I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna keep going back here. Oh, okay. Geez. So I guess we can. That was an open question, right? We didn't know if this would like pressurize itself. I'm glad it doesn't because I would have just screwed up there. Okay. So this isn't gonna backfill. This is just gonna be on this level, which is honestly fine. Which means I think we can just take this up. Or channel, rather. Megnamalo. Sure, I'll forget in 5 minutes. My heart tells me to play Dwarf Fortress. My other heart tells me to play Elden Ring. Oh, my other love. That's kind of what I started with. Did that not work? Okay, we'll see if we can get some more water in here. Fill pond. Oh, what happened there? Oh. Is it because it's on magma flow? Do I need to do it here? Interesting. Okay, fill that in. Get rid of this. Clearly this isn't as necessary as I thought it was. Not quite as dangerous as I feared. Who's Phil Pond? Phil Pond and the copper buckets. I mean, I kind of want this to be big enough to let the magma dry out. That's gonna be quite large, I think. So I guess I'm gonna get rid of these ponds. Ooh. Oh. I have no tissues. I will be right back. Okay. Thank you. Okay, put the floor there. So can you not make obsidian on top of magma flow? I've never really dealt with magma flow tiles. I know they're kind of unique. They're the tiles that make the magma, right? Okay, well that got sealed. I guess that's fine. Of course, we'll need like a way in and out of here. Because I know someone's just gonna get stuck after we build the pump. My browser's being all stupid. By the beard of Morden, may the Lord bless you. May his hammer fall and keep all that your spirits had tossed out from your body inside. Heck yeah, more dorks. Heck yeah, more dorks. A magma flow is a special type of map tile found at the bottom of the magma sea, forming the floor above the semi-molten rock. Creatures can safely walk on the tiles so long as no magma is present, but since magma pools and volcanoes refill by spawning magma directly above magma flow tiles, they do not tend to remain safely walkable for long. What'd you just do? So you made an avatar. So all the little dudes at the bottom of like all these dudes, those are my dorks. So now you have one, and there's a way to customize as well. There you go. Can choose your outfit. Why are we smoking? Was that smoking before? That's disconcerting. And okay. Apparently there was a floor there. I'm gonna try this tile, because this is obsidian cavern floor. So this must be the tile that we actually did. And then I want a floodgate. Bauxite floodgate, sure. Hey, strange mood. And the war giant polar bear is fighting a yeti. The war giant polar bear, I assume, defeated a yeti. I don't see a corpse. Okay, tendon in the skull's been torn. Did we already, like, grab the corpse? Huh. Yeah, I think we killed a yeti. Hello, hello! Welcome in, Aquatic Marcus. We're attempting to fix this mess. Oh, hey, look, I just dropped a block in there too. So, let's put a pond right here. See what happens then. Hydrate. I got tea. I can hydrate. Oh, and I can unpause. It appears that you can't make obsidian on top of a magma flow tile. That was the first thing we tried. Natural walls and floors dropped into a magma flow by a cave-in will disappear. This happens in the same tick as a cave-in, and the magma flow will consume the entire column no matter how high it is. Interesting. Similarly, obsidian cannot be cast onto a magma flow tile, and instead both the water and the magma present will disappear into a puff of steam. Got it. So hilariously, this is the way that we could make infinite steam, but you can only do it on these tiles way down here. Did that... This is magma. Okay. Strange. If the magma is cleared away or if a large area is excavated to beneath stone directly above semi-molten rock, the magma flow tiles will animate and sparkle just like the original magma flow in the earliest version of Dwarf Fortress. Interesting. Huh. Oh, and then the dwarves are here. Perfect. You're here to construct. Someone going to fill pond? Someone will fill pond. Oh, you're all still stationed here. Okay, you can all leave now. You're dismissed. Thought it was a raccoon cup? Oh, that's fair. That's a funny raccoon, isn't it? Sadly, the combustible zombie mystery will stay a mystery, as that starter fort died before testing due to a misclick. Oh, fun. What kind of misclick? Was it this kind of misclick that we did? Okay. And that also did not create obsidian. Why not? Why not? That should have worked. I feel like that should have worked. Does it need to be more water? I swear we've had 1 unit of water make obsidian before. Maybe we do it here. Because this tile would also work. Looking at the fortress plan I'm making, all my fortresses look the same. So this fortress, or this world, I should say, the fortresses I've been making in this world, I made a real coordinated effort to go against all of my instincts, all my design sensibilities up to this point. And I'm really happy with this fortress. Ignore all the corpses. We have a nice top side of our glacier here. We have a frozen throne room for our monarch. But like the typical thing that we've been doing, like this is our fortress. So I've been using the DF hack tool, like the line tool and the polygon tool, to just make a blobby fortress. And I love it. I love it. Just like think of some theme to incorporate into your design and just go for it. And I think you'll enjoy it. It's fun to break out of the usual. I'm still trying to tint the cloth. We have someone gathering materials? Or no? Yeah, one is gathering materials. Oh, we have who brought a goat? Someone brought a goat. Let's eat the goat. And then yeah, this cloth thing keeps wanting to just recheck. How about that? What's the tool? So DF hack, it's called the design tool. I know it's Control D if you have DF hack installed. But yeah, it's just called design. Design GUI is probably what it's officially called. Yeah, GUI design. It's my favorite. It's my favorite DF hack tool. Well, we dealt with all the garbage in this hallway, so we can close this door. And then I want to trade with the dwarves because they might have gems. They're not gonna have anything else useful. Yeah, that should be plenty. Or just grab like an ammo bin. What about like our I'm gonna keep all of that. Yeah, like this. Just grab one of our bins full of goblinite. Sell it to the dwarves. Okay. And I guess I can put floor back here. I could have sworn magma did pressure. So does that mean that this isn't gonna fill back up? I find that interesting. I thought this would have filled back in. Does that mean you could just like obsidian an entire level? Hey, look, we got migrants. And then just like mine it out and keep and go down. Novice trapper. I don't think I'm cut out for this. Talented furnace operator. It's not a gift if you expect something in return. Oh, I should place slabs. Right? Zrira, and Cicero, and Morris, and Nays. And oh, apparently we had one that we didn't place. And then you are gathering items for somewhere? Where's your shop? Claimed. A rock and a rock. Good job. You're currently hauling a rock. Great. Okay, so then if I pond here, does that get me anywhere? Target magma save like that. The fire snakes are taunting me. I'm still okay. Did you just try? No, you're hauling blocks. Okay, someone come do the thing. Hey, look, some smoky quartz. Okay. I'm gonna look up obsidian to make sure that I actually understand how this works. Can be formed by mixing water and magma. Any tiles containing both water and magma, except tiles also containing a magma flow, will be replaced with an unmined obsidian, generating abundant amounts of steam. So, when dumping water via a pond zone onto magma, the water has to fall free for at least one Z level. The pond must be 2 or more Z levels above the magma, otherwise only steam will be produced. What? It's that simple? Okay, backstory. We've spent a non-insignificant amount of time in this fortress trying to devise a way to reliably produce steam, like, cosmetically. And continuously, for no real reason, but because I want to. But we've been failing this whole time. After many attempts. I thought I swear I've seen... I guess I've seen water and magma meet on the same level, turn into obsidian. Is it really that simple? Is it really that simple? Okay, so once we have all this sorted out, there's more experiments to be had. When dumping water via a pond zone onto magma, is that only like pond zone specifically? Like, does it work differently if it's just water flowing? Most non-magma safe objects that were in the magma prior to formation are completely destroyed. Blah, yeah, this is all, okay. Okay. That little tidbit of information is just tucked away in the obsidian formation. Definitely nowhere in the Steam page. Okay. Pond. Right there. So now it will fall a full level before reaching here. Is this like... Is this just all magma flow? Okay. Well, I can... Oh, you're still linking. Okay, fair enough. Who fills the pond? Who does the thing? Okay. Hey, look, it's Kuro. Nephew to the king. Level 64 fighter. Wearing 2 boots. Oh, wow, look at that. Actually wearing both your boots. So water coming out of a bucket is different from water not in a bucket? I guess they are different things. Okay, let's see what happens. Yeah, wow. Interesting. Interesting. Okay, well now we can seal this. That's fine. This is almost linked. Once that's linked, I'm gonna... Actually, I don't think I care. Do I care? I care a little bit. Once this is linked, I'm gonna open this up. We're gonna mine a little bit more out, and then we're gonna pump all this magma out, and then we'll be good. Then we'll be good. Because now this is all closed off. Yeah. My God. So, other things that are happening. We are trading with dwarves. We're trading with dwarves. You brought me some gems, and I need to bring up my gem list. Doop-a-doo. I want amber opal, tube agate. We found some fortification agate, but I think I want some more. Cinnamon grossular, wood opal, bandfire opal, and sunstone. Other things I'm looking for. Bone opal is not one of them. Amethyst, sapphire, shell opal, sardonyx, white opal, moonstone. I want sunstone. Bone opal, varisite, golden beryl, gold opal, chrysoprase, morganite. Morganite's cool, but for 400 I don't care. Yeah, they didn't bring the things I want. Curse you, dwarves. And they're not gonna have any fun meat either. They just have all the cheap meat. Dwarves, you need to bring some cooler stuff, I think. I guess we can do this, right? Leaves and fruit. Don't need thread. Don't need pants. Don't need cheese. Don't need sheets. Here, you can just have this whole bin of junk. Save me from melting this junk, please. There you go. All good. So, we have the aquifer downstairs basically taken care of, so now I think at this point I want to clean up all this junk. So we're gonna open up our trash door. You might also need to make oh. Alrak, the siege operator, has created Kickle Sorat Alsa Karlas, a jet scepter. Oh, thank goodness, another scepter. Hooray, a scepter. Let's put it in the vault. Can go here. What was it made of? Jet? Might even be not even the first jet scepter artifact. Did you know voice memos will automatically write transcripts on your phone for you to copy paste into a doc? This will make the editing easier for the fic. Interesting. I don't ever really use voice memos. Usually if I'm taking notes, I'm typing them down. I want jet. We have a lot of scepters. We haven't been exporting scepters because someone really likes scepters. There's like 30 years worth of scepters. Yeah, we have a bituminous coal scepter. And we have 2 artifact jet scepters. Fantastic. Okay, well that looks fine. Our king wants greats, but we have a recurring great thing happening. That will be fine. And now our garbage door is open, so I'm just gonna unforbid all the garbage. Of which there is plenty. Was easier for me as I can't always type out stuff when I'm thinking and winding out. That's fair. That's interesting. I think I don't know, my brain is different. I think the more I learn about other people's brains, the more I'm starting to appreciate how varied people's mental landscapes can be, if that makes sense. I don't know, it's interesting. Okay. Now in theory, they're gonna take all these corpses and toss them in here, and then all this stuff is gonna end up in here. Should end up in our mine carts. Yeah, look at that. Oh yeah, look at that. I love it. I love a system that works. I love talking to people close to me about how they process and store information. Yeah. Like, I don't, here's a question for all you then, just because it's something that I'm always curious about. Like, personally, I have a really strong, or like a really prominent, dialogue in my head. Like, all of my thoughts are generally specifically formed into sentences that I think to myself in my head. Really strong inner narrative and monologue and stuff. Where do you all fit on that? Because I think that's even a spectrum on its own, right? I think some people like think literally everything, and some people not think, but like sub-vocalize. Maybe that's the word to use. I sub-vocalize basically everything, and some people do basically nothing. I have that happen a lot, but not always. And see, that's what's interesting to me, that it can be like in the middle. Sentences most of the time, but also the instinct of a thought. I'd say like 30% of my thoughts are non-vocalized. That's so strange. I mean, and not strange, right? Because clearly that's just how things work. Hey, look, Yeti. The instinct of thoughts countering each other. It's strange. It's interesting, because I know what you mean. Like, I wouldn't say 100% of thoughts are vocalized. Because there are instances where, like, if I'm having a reaction to something, like, I don't know if I've even thought about it in these terms before, but it's like if I'm reacting to something, the thought kind of just is there, right? There's no process of forming a reaction. But if I'm like sitting on my own with nothing, like, you know, there's no stimulus bombarding me from the outside, it's just me and my mental landscape, it's all dialogue. Longer I've had awareness of the spectrum in my head, the more I notice unspoken thoughts. Right. Right. The other interesting thing that I've heard people talk about is how discreetly you visualize things, or if you visualize things. Oh yeah, Yeti corpse. Actually kind of want to butcher the Yeti corpse, don't I? But I also hope no one comes down and tries to toss that in while we're at it. That one's empty. This is getting there. I mean, how full is that? That's only 11%. But this one, so this one's full. Jeez. So it should be going, right? Guide south immediately when full. Have at it. Spontaneous, which can be very worrying if it's a rather unflattering thought. Yeah. The intrusive thoughts, I'm aware of those. Instinctual thought, people stop thinking, that slur in my head, I don't even use that word. Right. Yeah. I've struggled with that too. Like how I can't... Like I can make myself not say a word, but I can't make myself not think a word. At least not that I have found. Store. Okay. But like I consider myself a pretty visual imaginer. I don't know. I have a pretty visual imagination, if that makes sense. But I do find that other people... Oh, we have a Yeti out here fighting our people gathering the junk. Squad! Bears! Get the Yeti! They might just get it on their own. Just slapping the Yeti. Scratches. Yep. You're all like literally holding weapons. Oh, here comes the saviors. Here comes our polar bears. Smack him. Yeah, there you go. Dead. Come on, it's like, you need help? Well, it wasn't you. Who actually got the kill here? Caravan tactician. So that's you, right? Yeah, one Yeti. Good job, tactician. Good job, team. Yeti slap. Oh. Oh, you, okay. Yes, you're just recovering. I worry I don't have the type of mind that can edit and organize in a way that is satisfactory to other people, like the high-level written or spoken word. I think... I mean, if we're talking about like doing it in your head in the moment, in like a conversation, I can imagine that being like really impacted by how your brain works. But if we're talking about editing on a paper, right? No time constraints, and you're just rearranging words. My gut instinct is that would be mostly a skill. Is there another Yeti? You getting more Yetis? There's another Yeti! Our apprentice trapper is getting harassed by a Yeti on the way out. So we're clearly getting more animals because there's Yetis everywhere. I fear my neurodivergent disconnect, that's fair. You gonna run off? Oh yeah, my hell world indoor fortress somehow has hundreds of kobolds that somehow have survived 500 years, and that is a blast of good knowledge, especially since it's my first time seeing them after many megaforts in the world. Interesting. Dead Yeti. Oh, I wanted to keep an eye down here, because this still has not gone. Someone grabbed our Yeti. Pretty sure. Really, I need like, didn't I have... Where's my kitchen? Here's my kitchen. This is my corpse stockpile, which should hold Yetis. I can't say like forbid, like I'm thinking about my standing orders. I can't say dump some corpses and save other corpses. But I guess I don't want to dump corpses anyway, right? I guess I want to save corpses. Because they're all going into stockpiles now. Is this corpse or refuse? This is corpse. And like this one shouldn't take Yeti. Yeah, this one doesn't take Yeti. Well, we'll see if that works. Also curious why this hasn't gone anywhere. Full of desired items, right? It is. It probably has like the bins aren't desired. Because they put bins full of things in there, so it's technically not 100% full of desired items. Is that what's going on? We'll see if it goes now. But I've heard people talk about visualizing, right? Like having an image in your head. There's definitely people who have a really strong visual aspect. There's some people who have none. But I think there's a really wide range in the middle there, and I think I'm kind of in the middle. I do visualize things very frequently, especially like in Dwarf Fortress. I'm constantly visualizing things when I'm thinking about them in Dwarf Fortress, especially when I'm thinking of like multiple Z levels worth of things. Like as I'm playing in forts like these, I'm imagining from the ground level. I'm imagining myself being in these spaces and seeing tall buildings and seeing tall ceilings. I really enjoy imagining interesting things, like visually. But I don't imagine them as verbosely, I guess, as some people seem to. Because people will be like, okay, imagine a thing, and the person says, okay, I'm imagining a thing, and they ask them what color it is. I've heard versions of this conversation a couple times. And the implication is almost like, if you're not imagining every detail of an object, then you're not really imagining it. You're not really visualizing it. And I don't feel that way. I feel like if you ask me to imagine some object, I will imagine the object, but I will not imagine a background. I will not imagine a color or a texture unless you specify it. Like if you say imagine a flower and then ask me what color the flower is, I'll say it does not have a color because you did not tell me to imagine one. As soon as you tell me it's a blue flower, I imagine a blue flower. That's one that I find very strange. And it's like it doesn't exist within a context, right? It's not even like on a black background. It's just like the platonic ideal of a flower with no context around it. That's kind of how my visual, when I visualize something, it's like not within something. It's just the thing. No one wants to move my cart. Can I just say of anything? Does that change it? Yes. Interesting. Okay, well. When full of anything, sure, why not? So now you are just gonna bring this down to our melt pile. And plop. And now we have this giant pile. Oh my goodness. Okay. And there shouldn't be copper bolts, right? There's copper arrows. There's iron bolts. But the copper bolts go into our actual usable stockpile. Yeah. Wow. Sweet. But what is blue flower? That's the better question. That is normal. It is a spectrum from every single detail to not being able to visualize anything, right? I think the middle parts, I mean, I don't know why this conversation keeps coming up, but the middle parts of the spectrum seem to get ignored by a lot of people. Oh, we still have a pond here, don't we? Or do I? I got rid of it. Or no, it's up here. Yeah. Done with pond. Now I want to open this. Someone left their pants on the lever. We appear to have killed another yeti. Where am I mining? I do have more mining going on, don't I? At least this isn't aquifer. This is much better. Still not seeing the things that I need. of course, all these blocks. I don't know what to do with all these blocks. Yeah, but look at this. Okay, this all... I'm happy with how this is working. I'm happy with how we got our trash system going. It's much smoother than it used to be. Oh, there's some bolts out here. So the previous siege, like most of our sieges, they kind of come from the north and they filter through here and get annihilated by these. But last time they came around this way, which is, so the siege update made them smarter in a lot of different ways. But they came and used this other path. I wonder if we should like squeeze in a little bunker here. How would I guess I could do it from here, right? Because this is also just bunker. So if I had... I'd want to turn these into fortifications. But we can get in there from below, right? I could just do like that. Why don't I do that? And then have a spot here for a bolt stockpile. Most people don't think in terms of spectrums, they think in terms of boxes, so a spectrum gets broken down in boxes, sometimes small boxes, but still boxes. Nuances of spectrums thus get lost. It's true. It's annoying and unfortunate, but it's true. I'm slowly starting to think that, like, even the extremes? Like, do all the extremes even exist? Do we just assume that if there's a spectrum, then it must go all the way to the end? This all seems fine. So did you move a thing here? Why are they... Okay, hold on. So this stockpile does not take bolts at all. Maybe what we need to do... Oh, there's a random artifact there. Or is this like a... No, it's just a named iron shield. Did someone upgrade out of their shield? Why is it not... We had to lose someone. Maybe that's a dead soldier's named shield. So, okay. So you are all... What are you doing? You have a bin with nothing in it. You're just following. That's all fine. So I have... all these arrows and bolts. Really, the only thing I'm keeping on hand is copper bolts. And that's what's in here right now. I guess we could have another stockpile that's like bolts of other materials. Or even, maybe we just save all the bolts. Maybe just bolts of all material go here. And then arrows. Arrows should go here. Arrows should go there. Interesting. Spectrums don't have ends in theory, but in practice they do in the form of most extreme example found. Right. But sometimes it feels like we assume that the most extreme possible is like we'll assume that something more extreme is possible than can actually be found, if that makes sense. Now where are they going to bring it? These, I believe, are only taking copper. I think these are only taking copper. Okay. So I'm basically going to replicate this, right? So this is... Wow, it's even the same shape. That wasn't on purpose. I think we just do this. And then we're gonna turn all this into fortification. Yeah, wow. This will be nerve-wracking because I have to open it up first. I should have done it from the outside. True, that is sometimes the case. It is also true that sometimes we assume we have found the most extreme example possible and then find a more extreme possible. Yeah, totally. Yea, the hazards of knowledge gathering and biases. Yep. Yep. Now who's fighting? Eagle Man is fighting. When did we get an Eagle Man? And why are we fighting? War Giant Polar Bear is fighting Eagle Man. Eagle Man. It's just the one. There's an Eagle Man! Are you actually flying around? You are actually flying around. Do we adopt the Eagle Man? 8-year-old Eagle Man? Or are you peacing out? We had an Eagle Man for a long time. He was a weird one, and then he got murdered by goblins. It's interesting that they're always alone. The other one was just a single, and the bear down there like looking up at the sky. I see some chicken up there. Yeah, it's just the one. Huh. Very agile and very rarely sick, but he is flimsy. Our babies are growing into children. That's exciting. Oh, I should continue to pay attention here. We have a little bit of ice. How much? We have a little bit of ice. I'm gonna say boop. 136. I don't think we have that much ice. Or I guess we have some out here. We have got plenty of ice. Okay, never mind. We do have ice. I might even go all the way around. We could do like could do 2 here and then like 1 over here. 2 is probably plenty, honestly. Polar bear men making ice fortifications for our kobold pillboxes. I love it. I never turned all of this into ice. There's still some microcline in here. So then, I mean, we could go up to here. We could add 1 more in there. You know, why not? All of this will be bunker. Can I ask how many died in the magma disaster? I was very sleepy when it happened. We lost 4 miners. We lost 4 miners to that disaster. One of them being, at least one of them being a baby who was born here. Like someone who was born here as a baby and then died as an adult. They're down here somewhere. I should be able to get in here to mine, right? I guess I probably have a lot of things designated as like priority 1. Oh no, here they go. Yeah, just like that. Tofu. Oh, and these should be a top priority. Yeah, I guess they're all being worked on. Okay. That is fine. So then, I probably need to make more bolt thrower parts, don't I? Yep, need bolt thrower parts. So let's do... Make bolt thrower parts. We could make adamantine bolt throwers. Hilarious. Let's do 4 of these. Well, that works out kind of nice. And then... Could just make it more symmetrical. I don't know that it matters. I don't think it matters. And she's gone. Okay. We're secure. We're all good. It said I unlocked that. Oh, cool. Give heal. Cool. Wasn't my doing. Then I guess I want to do another little stockpile, right? This is going to be ammo, bolts, copper. And then I have these. Only take and give from links, but you're going to input from here. That's pretty cool. I like the repeating ones. The ones that fit together. I think that's fun. Looks like this has all been taken care of except for our Yeti corpses. Hey, look, another Yeti. We're gonna close this. And then down here, this all seems fine. Even gonna do a little bit more. I think that might be plenty. Well, hard to say, really. Okay. My attention is quite split right now. Needs cloth. Yeah, wait, okay. Unused dyeable cloth, right? So it's not. If you know that it's not gonna work, then stop trying. Do we know Saturday's game yet? Oh, good question. I have an idea for one. I haven't decided. I'll pose it to you. I've been thinking about starting the Talos Principle. Because I hear very good things about it. And it's a puzzly game. And it's kind of chill, right? I think. Not a shooter or anything. I don't know. I've heard good things about it, and many times. Don't know that. You'll look it up. Do you look up Pod? You've told me about Pod. It's a fun game, though frustrating at times. The story is interesting. I've heard the story is good. I've heard that the puzzles are challenging, which I appreciate. I'm okay with things being challenging. Yeah, I don't know. We're not too afraid of a challenge here. What about the sim-like where you're on a space station saving cats? Oh, I remember seeing this. I don't remember what it was called, though. Okay, I am going to pull this lever. Seen Mugenics? I have seen Mugenics. I'm on the fence about it. It looks interesting. It looks good. I know people are definitely talking about it. There have been a couple cases where we've played like a brand new game on stream, and it usually doesn't draw people. For whatever reason, right? Like we did Metroid Prime 4 not too long ago. That was a pretty new game. Didn't really get a whole lot of attention. Uncharted Niche is not brand new games. Yeah. Well, I think streaming a brand new game is a little different from streaming a game that's been around for a while, I think. Like we did Shadow of the Erd Tree when it was brand new. I went hard on that. No one cared. Like our normal Dwarf Fortress streams do better than playing a new game. Start pump manually. Small fish in big pond of huge fish with new game. Right, exactly. And I think, I mean, at least for me, I feel like if it's a new game that I'm interested in, I would rather play it than watch someone else play it. And then if I'm going to watch someone else play it, it's going to be like further down the line after I've beaten it. So I don't know. I guess I'm sure there's all sorts of people streaming Mugenics right now, but like I don't think I could keep up. $20,000 viewers, yeah. That's over. It's not gonna tell me how many people are streaming. But like, I'm not gonna be one of these people with 1,000 viewers, right? I'm gonna be one of these people with 9 viewers, which is fine, right? That's what we have right now, but I don't know that it's worth it. I don't have a way of standing out in this list, right? And if it's a game that I really, really like, then I'll do it. Like we did Metroid, right? I did Metroid even though knowing that it wouldn't be as big of a draw because I love Metroid. I love Metroid. I love Elden Ring. So to me, that was worth it. But Mugenics is cool looking. Probably good. I don't know. If I'm not that motivated and viewers aren't that motivated, then I don't know. I think there's better uses of our time. Okay, we're gonna let this go. Fighting yetis. Losing to yetis? Oh no! Slava? Who are you? Peasant? The yeti punches the apprentice trapper. Oh, that was a civilization noble. Uh-oh. In the foot. Well, good. Can we kill the yeti, please? Is this loaded? It says it's loaded. Okay. Let's do bolt throwers. Right, that's how I have it here, yeah. I'll put one here. I don't think that matters. I'm gonna do one here. That's what I want. Or this, I guess. And then this is all inside, quote unquote. Okay, that'll surprise some goblins. And why are there... What are these doing here? What are these doing out here? Okay. But I don't know why no one's grabbing the yetis. Okay. Garbage is taken care of. New bunker is taken care of. Cat is taken care of. Magma is basically taken care of. So I'm gonna say we stop pumping. We're just gonna let this cool on its own. I think this should be... That's close. Maybe we still want to keep going on a little bit. Glad to see this fort still running. Me too. Despite our best efforts. Okay, so that means... Oh, geez, is this... That was that one, okay. Do we still have Eagle Man? Eagle Man went away. Okay. So maybe something else will show up. If Yeti person comes back, or if Eagle Man comes back, we might adopt. But I think we can go down to our gem mines. And I'm just gonna designate gems specifically. And we're just gonna designate all the gems. Eagle Man didn't make it. He could have gotten eaten by a Yeti. What was the game you mentioned for Saturday? Haven't heard of it, and it was hard to type. Oh, Talos Principle. Or Principal? It might be Principal. There's a bunch of gems in here, but I don't know if they're any of the gems that we're actually looking for. This is all just gonna drain forever. Talos Principle is one of my favorite games. Hopefully not. 2 sequel was not good. That's fair. I was looking at they're like a remastered something or other of the first one. I was thinking of doing that one. And yeah, everyone I've heard really, really good things about it. It's been on my list for a while. Remaster is good? Okay. I was thinking of doing that. Try my best not to backseat, yes. I appreciate it. Especially for puzzle games. Puzzle games, I will enforce the no backseating. At least for good puzzle games. I was a little lax about it with the Discworld point and click. Just because it's insane. I was actively using a hint guide for that one. But modern puzzle games I can usually do. Looks like I got most of this. Oh, now it's winter. Talos Principle only has one puzzle that has a stupid solution. 99% are good. Fair. There's always got to be the one, right? And they heard that the puzzles are interesting, right? Like I don't know, in some sense I'm not picky about the games I play, but in other sense I'm really picky. I'm not picky about the games that I play, but I am picky about the games that I like, if that makes sense. Like for me to be like, oh yes, this was an amazing game, it has to like tick a lot of boxes. And the style of puzzle is a big part of it. And it looks like this game is gonna be what I want, right? Like the puzzles are kind of integrated into the environment and make sense in like a world building sense, as opposed to it being like a sliding block puzzle that blocks your progress. Similar to Portal with less humor. Yeah, okay. Not played Talos 2. I saw the specs and my computer said nope. What about his bad? More story, less humor than Portal. I mean, that makes sense. I do like the humor of Portal, but story is also good. Is that the same one? Is that the same one? It's the same one. Okay, so we have all our nobles still. You want toy treasures? As I heard Towel Principle, I am thinking of a puzzle game based on Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy where you have to optimize and inflate the infinite improbability drive. There is an old school Hitchhiker's Adventure game, isn't there? Like a text-based adventure game? I wonder how old that is. $1984. $84? Holy cow. I think it's had some remakes over the years. But it's like... We thought Discworld was bad. The Hitchhiker's text game is like notorious. when people talk about how ridiculous text adventure games can be, that's one of the ones that always makes the list. Because it's just obtuse. Like spending hours to try to figure out how to get out of your bedroom style obtuse. Hey, look, another Yeti. Do we need to set up a Yeti patrol? Is this our paw patrol? Did you get knocked over? What happened there? There you go. Someone's coming for the corpse. Okay. There were bolts down here. Oh! There's a goblin in here? I did not catch that we caught a goblin down here. You've just been out here in the snow for a little bit. Okay, so this seems fine. We are now fine. You can stop pumping. We'll see if this ever actually goes away. It's good. It'll try. This might work. But now all this needs to cool off, and then we can get back down here. Okay. We've milled our dimple cups. Plenty of pigtails. I think we have plenty of paper still. We should have a bunch of... I don't know how... if we've been going through our paper. No, we got a bunch of scrolls sitting here. We're fine. How many books do we have in our library now? 71 written objects in our library. I don't even have a scholar assigned. Should we assign a scholar? I don't even know who that would be. Okay, so these I want to keep loaded. Also, microcline blocks don't seem to want to go anywhere. I swear we fixed this. Right? Did I? Oh. You can also take the porcelain, that's fine. Okay. Yeah, just put them all in one spot. Okay. Reawakened has a level editor which lets you make your own puzzles. That's fun. That's pretty fun. Okay. So we're in the awkward situation right now where I want to find more of these gems. Oh, I guess there was a couple that we placed at the end of last stream and never looked at, wasn't there? This one is fortification agate. So that is cardinal. And that is one color we didn't have. But then this one I don't know why they're inconsistent about how they put them together. Are there any games you're looking forward to this year? Ooh, that's an excellent question. I don't know what's even coming out this year. I'm excited for whatever updates Dwarf Fortress gets. How do I get to my... You can wish list things that aren't out, right? I'm trying to see... Release date. Oh, Big Walk. I'm excited about Big Walk. Sometime this year. That's the only thing that I have in here that's not actually released yet. But I do want that one. Star Trek Voyage game is out. Across the Unknown. Came out yesterday? Okay. Mostly positive. Story-driven survival strategy game in which the fate of the iconic starship is in your hands. Take the helm, manage the ship and resources, make difficult decisions. Will you be able to bring home the ship and its crew? It's going to be like Aliens Dark Descent, but Star Trek. I'm actually down for that. Okay, what does tube agate? Is that what we had? We have one tube agate, and I want it to be the first one? The fact that they're not consistent about the order that they put them in. I don't understand how that works. Do boop boop. And then tube. It didn't like that either. I don't know. Nope. I don't know. I think we need more tube agates. Already bought it? Okay. What if peak 45 degrees? I see lots of diagrams and numbers. Star Trek Voyager might be up my alley. Star Trek games have such a wide range in fun. I don't know. I've played some really fun Star Trek games. I've played some really strange Star Trek games. But this one looks fun. The fact that it's story-based, I think, is a strength. Game Excite? I've never heard of this developer. Blood Grounds. Sherman Commander. I've never heard of any of these games. Oh, Barotrauma. Never mind. I've heard of Barotrauma. I wanted to play Barotrauma. Oh, but that might even just be the same publisher. Big Walk, what if peak is 45 degrees? That's fair. Peak is, or was Peak the game? Like there's a game called Peak or something like that, right? Gonna sleep. Okay, have a good night, JM. Thanks for coming by and hanging out. This has been, there's another Yeti. This has been a weird one. Oh, why are you over here? Why are you over here? You're not You're not in a squad. You're just... This is just a visiting Hammerbold. Yeah, I'll see you Saturday, JM. We'll be playing something. Also, why are these merchants are still here? Did they just show up? These just showed up. Oh, it's the caravan. The kobold caravan showed up over here and immediately was set upon by a yeti. Don't fall in the ocean. Okay. Good job, kobolds. Now we have another strange mood going. This one is more like a mix of Choose Your Own Adventure, Fallout Shelter, and XCOM. Yeah. Funny how my phone capitalizes Good Fridays like it's a religious holiday. Yeah. Yeah, Good Friday. Every Friday. Every Friday is Good Friday. If you're having a good Friday. Tapping into the same friend slot brainwave. Yeah. Peak looked like Big Walk had a couple of trailers or whatever, an announcement, and then Peak came out like right after, right? It looked like a capitalizing on the hype kind of a deal. But I think Peak or Big Walk looks... Big Walk is the one I'm excited for. Oh, who knows how long it took him to develop it. I'm sure it was in development. Anyway, my brain is as fried as the magma here. And then, of course, after all that, it just gets us back into the situation we were in previously. Which was already, like, gross. I'm actually gonna say... Maybe we do it... No, not there. Maybe we just have the one stair. Okay, so I'm being very careful. Those tiles are fine, right? This is safe to do. That is safe to do. That is safe to do. Oh, that's semi-molten right there. That is safe to do. And this one too. I really found the one tile that was not safe. Could be something here, but I couldn't open it up from the side anyway. Technically, this tile could be dangerous. I think Peak was a quick make, but it was more of a one-person exercise that just happened to have similar parts to Big Walk. That's fair. I thought Peak came out after Big Walk was announced, but I could be wrong about that. Because Big Walk was announced a while ago. I couldn't tell you when. There's very little information about it on the Steam page. That's kind of funny. Okay. I'm gonna run to the restroom. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Oh, trader wants to trade. Jeez. How much you want to bet they don't have the things we want? Jeez. There's just so much stuff in here. But I think I need to say that. Yeah, I think that's fine. And then this is empty. This is basically empty. Wow. I think that all kind of sorted itself out. Hey, look, another Yeti. Oh, they might have already taken care of it. Why is it always Yetis? I want something slightly more interesting than a Yeti. Albatrosses. Hey, look, albatrosses. We haven't seen those in a little bit. So getting rid of those, getting rid of the walruses have definitely allowed other things to spawn. Oh, that's right. We maybe made a discovery about steam? Okay, let's go down. Let's go down here. We have our little, our little test room here. So the thing is that it was talking specifically about buckets. So if I say, if I have, and of course it consumes the magma as well, so you would need, a source of magma and a source of water. But I don't know if that means you can do it without it being a pond, like without a bucket. Because I don't want it to be manual. I want there to be a way to continually produce steam without labor involved. That's what I want. Ills the Stonecutter has created Sola's Alcree a Limonite Scepter. Hey look, another scepter. Put it with the others. Scepter. Jeez. Limonite. There you are. Okay. So, I mean, we still have some of our mine carts with magma, right? I do have some magma up here. It's just a pretty small amount. But we already did that, right? Like I had magma down here. And we had water up here. And we let it flow down. I thought, did we not do that? This whole situation here is like all, it's all weird now. Maybe I'll go over here. Let's make a new test room. Good thing aquifer water is infinite. That is true. But like, does that even... It's ultimately the magma that's the harder thing to deal with, right? Because I don't necessarily want to make a pump stack that brings magma up. Did I already miss? No, okay. Trade. Aluminum bars. Our king asked for an aluminum thing once, and then gave up on it, and then we've acquired aluminum and has not asked for it again since. And that upsets me. Alexandrite, Pyrope, Spinel, Grossular, Lace Agate, Bandfire Opal. Bandfire Opal! That's one of them. I do want that one. About all I want. I think bringing water down to the magma would be relatively straightforward, yes. But then our sauna is downstairs, right? Like this is the conflict is in me wanting arbitrary goals. We could probably make, I mean, the first thing we should try is making a sauna downstairs. But I want it on the glacier, right? The flex is infinite steam on a glacier. But I don't know that that's possible. But maybe with someone manually moving, you'd have to manually move the magma too. Let's just do this bin. What is in here? There's a lot of stuff. Nothing really valuable, just a lot of stuff. Sure. Another Yeti. Somewhere, gone now. And then this poor not citizen kobold. What was I just gonna do? No, my brain. Oh, I was gonna look at creatures. Good on Yetis. Got a bunch of albatrosses. I want to check on our mining down here. I think we mined out a lot of gems. There's also this layer down here, right? So we did that one. This clearly isn't done. This is all marble. We actually do want to mine the marble. This is lower priority. Okay. I think that's what I want. Because there is one thing that is only in marble. Cinnamon grossular only shows up in marble. I thought there was another layer. I clearly have been here. There might be more gems to find. I haven't been auto mining. There we go. And this is fine, and that's fine, and that's fine, yeah. And the other one is we want to mine the gneiss, right? The gneiss is all right down here. And I want to find sunstone, which apparently only shows up in gneiss and basalt. Do I just need to mine out all of this? It feels overkill, but we found none. Can it just keep going? Can it just keep going? Right, and then this is nice over here. And also down here, but that is indigo tourmaline, different thing. Red spinel. Yeah? There's gems in here, just not the exact kind I want. I think we probably need to expose some more magma over here so I can see exactly where the pockets are. Maybe we need to do like over here. But we could potentially go over here. No, not that. That's nice. Yeah, okay. That's nice. We're giving birth to more giant polar bear cubs. Why not? And then... I guess I was... I want this. I want this like now. And then maybe I can try... And I got a bandfire opal, right? I have one bandfire opal. And see, so if I do that first, it still appears black. If I do black first, it also appears black. I don't understand. That's probably not right. We'll make it and see, but I don't think that's right. And then same thing with 2-bagget. It don't want to cooperate. I guess I want more moss opal, don't I? I only have the one moss opal. Huh. Probably should have bought that moss opal from the kobolds. They're not still here, are they? They are still here. And our goods are still there too. That's convenient. Like my ideal vision, my vision is to have a little igloo on the surface here that is specifically for a sauna, where you have a little bit of magma in the floor, you have some water coming from above, and there's just steam inside the igloo at all times. That's my vision. I don't think it's possible. I don't think we could get water flowing in a way that would be helpful. I don't think flowing water is going to behave the way we want it to. Where's your gems? I want... moss agate? No, I want moss opal. Or is that... No. I want moss opal. Dang. Okay. Never mind. Headed out. Okay, sounds good. We'll be back on Monday. I'm committed to collecting all the colors, if nothing else. That is my commitment here. So we can finish our flags. But yeah, I guess I also want some more candy. That's the other thing we should be working on. Now that we can actually get down here. Of course, it's like all... It is all just gonna be dangerous. So I'm pretty sure that we mined here and it was just magma flow. So I think this is all going to be semi-molten right here. And then like here we can kind of follow the semi-molten around. All right, this is still potentially dangerous. This is still potentially dangerous. I can mine that. Goodness. Oh, and see, that's magma flow. How'd I do that? It'd be cool if I could take magma flow and move it. Like if I could bring a magma flow tile upstairs, I think we'd have a lot more options. Hello, it is going. We made our way back down here after screwing everything up. There's a bunch of burning diamonds everywhere. Let's disassemble this. I think we need to quench these from above. Kitty's in a comfortable twist. She sure is. She was making cute sounds a second ago. I can never predict when she's gonna be tame or not tame. That's obsidian, that's obsidian? That's strange. Fire snakes make me nervous. This is technically dangerous as well. We're kind of taking risks here. Needlessly, honestly. But I think, yeah, so like, that's semi-molten. Yeah, okay. That makes more sense. That's fine, and that's fine. And this is fine, and this is fine. Yeah. All this dang smoke. Let's do pond here. A pond here. A pond here. And then here as well. Oh dear, oh dear. I think this is fine. I'm gonna bring our squads down here just in case. I don't, because we are taking risks here. You fire at enemies. You station down here. I mean, like, there could be stuff back here. There probably isn't. But there could be. Like right here? This could technically be hiding something. And this could technically be hiding something. And we can't do those from above. We've been having some visitors, so merchants are still here. Yetis are still here. Crundles are still here. Albatrosses are still here. Also, there's this random single tile, semi-molten. Like, I can't... If I could take a tile of semi-molten rock and move it, I would be very happy. Okay, so semi-molten there, but still, there's still 3 tiles here. Maybe we'll be safe. We'll do some fortification carving. Okay, so that makes sense. So now we can do that. And that. Okay, cool. You extinguished a thing. And then I want a pond here. There we go. At least get rid of the smoke. Perfect. And then I want to smooth here. And here. And here. Move these ramps. And then there could be something here. It says it's warm. Is that warm from above or from below? Can they be warm from above? Maybe they only get warm from below. I think I'm going to close off this stair here as well. I don't actually want them coming up this way. But by them, I mean the eventual monsters we're going to get. See, this is warm. I mean, there could be magma behind there. There could be a pool of magma back here. It'd be kind of bad. And that's just warm. Are polar bears? It is a warm pillar. Can I do that? It's always so nerve-wracking. Oh, dearie dear. Anyone have any fun plans for the weekend? I don't. There's semi-molten, so that's nice. I can mine here. Now that means at least mine there. Shadow Dark? What is Shadow Dark? Is that like Underdark? There's semi-molten there, okay. So I think that's all fine. And that as well. Well, technically not. But now it's probably fine. Yeah. Simplified D&D 5e? Okay, cool. Simplified how? I haven't played enough 5th edition. I should do more. And then this can go. "12 pages of rules. Wow. Explain what takes 3 books with 200 pages each. Wow. Do you get as much flexibility? Because one of the things I like about D&D is being like the rules being complicated, you know, whatever, but like having a bunch of options for your character is kind of important to me. Like, are there a bunch of different class options? Level 0 grinder, fun. Good luck. Hey, there we go. Okay, we're finding the edge. We're edging real good here. Okay. Oh, snatchers. When have we had snatchers here? Oh, is this gonna be... This is gonna be pleasant. Our 2 guards here are gonna maybe do their job? No? Thieves. Oh, you need to like fire at enemies, don't you? Oh, come on. And our squads are downstairs. Why do they not do the thing? You have bolts loaded. I say target practice and then this? No. Yeah, I don't know. Polar bears, you want to maybe protect the children? I wonder... Yeah, cages. Okay, fine. Good job, Snatchers. At least we spotted them. These two being here was good for that at the very least. I don't know why they don't fire, though. Production mandate near deadline. Oh, the treasures? Did we not make... Rock toy. Try again. Okay. We successfully mined out this layer. The trick now is we want to go down again. So how do we do this? I said I'd randomly choose an impression for every new character I had to replace. Maybe we can turn our captured goblins into press-gained expeditionary force. Gotta live on the beach, though. Hilarious. Yeah, I don't know. I think they're gonna live in cages for a little bit. Oh, there's still one. There's one gem there. So... I mean, we could dump water on this to try and get it out. Interesting that we're right below. I think that means I could mine like this right here. But that makes me so nervous. Okay, so let's think. So we definitely have our nuggety center here, right? Which means it could be here. It could... Actually, we could do this side, couldn't we? Because it's going to be a 2x2. It could be here. Could be here. But actually, it couldn't go out this far. No, but it makes me so nervous. Oh, I hate it. I hate it. It's like, this for sure we can't mine. This for sure we can't. This for sure we can't. This whole column here we might be able to, and because it's like... we can already see underneath it, right? I think what's gonna happen... nope. I'm gonna enlarge this a bit. Just with our obsidian tiles. What happens if you mine under semi-molten rock? Do you think this might be a normal tile? Or does that never happen? That's a curious thought, isn't it? Oh, and then we can get rid of this pond. Which means I can put floor here. Which means the only way down to this level is here. Which is what I want. So if we unlock a demon, it's going to have to come at us from over here. Or no, we'll actually leave that there just in case we find more. There's semi-molten rock right there. Interesting. Okay. Well, we can use that to expand our view a little bit. Maybe fill these in with floors as we go. Yeah, all right. So there's semi-molten underneath it. Huh. I guess that's handy. I'm going to try not to burn our diamonds. But that means I could probably go like over here. Like maybe down here. Okay, more semi-molten. There's more semi-molten. Okay, we're just right at the edge. This might be like, I wonder if this is like the last layer we'd be able to get to. Because it seems to be kind of closing in. And that is magma flow. Interesting. And so is that. So that means I should do like here. And like here. And like here. And then can't quite do that. And then the rest is all diamonds. The fact that even that is not adamantine is interesting. Okay, we'll let them work on that a bit. Let's come back down here to our little experiment chamber. So I want a little hole in the ground. And a track stop. Which is a construction. Not going to dump. All the bears. Hey, look, more rubies and more semi-molten rock. We're working on that one. I just pump out the magma. I don't think I can make this large enough that it'll just cool off on its own. Well, we'll see. Maybe this one might help. We've also still been working on all our threads. So dye thread. We're short on dye, okay. But it's winter, so we're probably growing dye right now. So I'm not gonna worry about it. Slightly safer, slightly safer. So here, I want to do a new route with a stop right here and a minecart that maybe has magma in it. Trick is finding like one of the two. There we go. There, okay, some more semi-molten. Even that's a ruby. Wow. That's all. Okay, well here's... I could do this obsidian. I could do this obsidian. It'd be nice to see any of the adamantine. It's nervous to not see it. Oh boy, and just a random cave blob down here. So... thinking about Steam, once again. I mean, I don't think there's going to be anything we can do that's not going to consume water and magma, right? I was really hoping the fire snake thing would work. So we just boil water. What I want is a stove. What I want is a freaking kettle. Why is that so hard? Oh, look, water. Oh. So it probably just turned into obsidian immediately, didn't it? Okay. Emerald diamond. Semi-molten. So this is our only obsidian right here. Because a lot of thermodynamics demands it. Yes. The law demands a kettle. And then I guess I can expand this too, right? So I can do here. I can do here. Cannot do there. Cannot do there. Yeah, okay, I just turned into obsidian again. So yeah, if they meet on the same level, they turn into obsidian. That's why I'm confused, because the pond is the specific only situation where you don't create obsidian. What if they met in like mid-air? What if I somehow aerosolized magma and water and just had them collide in mid-air? Would that create falling blocks of obsidian? Or just a bunch of steam? Ah, we've uncovered what must be the treasure of the gods. Hooray! It's an axe. Faceted metal battle axe. It is coated with water. Cool, I'm glad we didn't obliterate that. And there's the adamantine right there. So that means, oh, it's that tile and this tile. Huh. Interesting. Axe. Is there a... Nope, there's not like a ramp or something there. I mean, it's kind of leading me to believe maybe it's coming back this way on this next level. Maybe it's down over here. Because it's definitely not over here. And then here's some obsidian. That's dangerous. That is quite dangerous, but we'll just go for it. We have our soldiers down here. There's obsidian there, but we can't get to it. Obsidian here, but I'm not gonna dare. I guess I can mine the gems in the water, right? The water isn't gonna make them. The water isn't gonna burn my diamonds. There we go. Oh, it did it differently that time. And that's fine. Oh, there's adamantine down here. Okay, so this is definitely going to be like a whisker. There's definitely going to be something usable here. Random fire snake in the water just to taunt me. Just to taunt me. And then out here, oh geez. Spicy noodle do in a kettle. If only. If only it did. Okay, there's a little bit more. Oh, now it's spring. Who dies? How many people do we have die this time? Time to die. Happy spring, here's the Grim Reaper. Miner, Shog the Miner, just right here, died with a pick in their hands. Insist the furnace operator, dang. Oh no, and Sray the serpent stabber, oh no. Sray, that is an old name. That might be, that's like a leopard bins person. I don't think you were in this squad. I think that was someone from leopard bins. Oh god. Zalan the gem cutter. Yup. Also a llama. And a guinea hen. And a guinea cock. Wow, we just had 4 old age deaths. All right at once. You want arrows? Okay, fine. Yeah, Sray Largutsa, the serpent stabber. The old legends are passing, I know. It's interesting. It's sad, but it's interesting. How old is our king now? Our king is 93. Within the next 2 years, our king is probably gonna die. Be happy! Be happy! Okay, so I have my magma here. Going to tell it to dump there. And then I can try to get the other cart. Whoops. Yeah, okay. We're slowly eating away at this magma here. Not to mention, we're exposing some adamantine, so that's always nice. We're going to do the rest from below. This is still pretty deep. So I guess what we want to do is channel out some of this. Why is there a floor there? Why'd I put a floor there? I mostly just want to get this this axe out of here. That's gonna be a nice axe. I think someone's gonna use that axe. It's an adventure mode axe if I've ever seen one. Okay, now they can get down there. Did you just... I think we just lost another miner. That's unfortunate. I think we just encased a miner in our obsidian here. Because they came down for a gem at the same time someone mined out from above, and they just walked into it. Okay, we can get to our faceted metal axe now. I'm gonna put it up here. This has been a pretty lethal fort, honestly. For how little the goblins have been able to do with us, we've had quite the turnover here. Okay, it will live there now. And then what happened to... Did water get in there? I guess. Oh, you jerks. You silly, silly jerks. That means now we can get down into here. You're all grabbing stuff. But we can get in, like, this way now. And they're, like, using this ramp to get up. But it's also, like, active. We can also go here. Did we just find someone? Yeah, we just found him. And then immediately, like, entombed the corpse again. I don't think I've actually recovered the corpse. We've uncovered more treasure. Ooh. A mace. A frosty metal mace. Autumn Sigan. Cool. Let's toss it up here too. At the very least, we're gonna have some fancy weapons. Fancy adventure mode weapons. Frosty metal. Got it. You can just grab it, right? Yeah, okay. And you are constructing, okay. And you are putting item on display. Okay. Yeah, and so there's the corpse. You really do just get entombed, don't you? So now no one will come down there, and then it's gonna... Yep, okay, perfect. That is fine. And now... the corpse ended up back over here. And look, more magma. Hooray. Okay, we've uncovered a significant wall of adamantine here. I think I'm gonna tell our squads that they can go for now. We'll spend a moment getting the rest of this floor put in. So no one just does something silly. I could carve a stair here. So it's got semi-molten rock on one side. Jeez. Okay. We grabbed our stuff. Okay, working on that. I think we're good for the day. The elves are here. Hooray, I guess. And then... creature check? Oh, yeah, fair enough. And see here, that didn't work. And this one didn't work. Why is it in the middle? How does that make sense? How does it make sense? We have pond grabbers and albatrosses, and that's it. Yep. That's it for the moment. We have risky for breakfast. Or is it whiskey? So there's that. Okay. So we can get rid of this. We'll play around with this next time. Excellent creatures. Did we have giant albatrosses last time? I think these are normal albatrosses. I think we might have had giant albatrosses previously. Anyway, we did some stuff. We got our way back into the candy layer after flooding it with magma. That was cool. Cleaned up stuff on the surface. We've done some more mining. We haven't found any new colors. We've done some more mining. So we're just gonna keep going on that. Most of the colors that we still have to find can just be found anywhere. So we're just gonna keep mining. We're just gonna keep mining everywhere. We want to keep mining the gneiss downstairs because I don't think we have basalt anywhere. And then the only other thing was like sedimentary, which we've been mining in sedimentary. All the aquifer stuff is sedimentary. Nice. Come by Saturday. I think we're gonna do Talos Principle. I don't have any better ideas. Get back to you on that fic. Okay, sounds good. You know where to find me. Come by on Saturday. We're gonna start Talos Principle because I want to. I've heard very good things about it for a very long time. It's a bit of a longer one as I understand. So it's gonna take us a little bit to get through. Several weeks to get through. But I anticipate enjoying it. So, you know, we'll do that. Come by on Monday and Thursday of next week. We're gonna continue on Dwarf Fortress from right here. Gonna keep digging down. We're gonna keep finding fancy weapons for our polar bears to use in adventure mode. It's coming. It's coming up. The main reason I'm hanging out in this fortress for a bit longer is because I want to be here when the king dies of old age. So for reasons, right? I just want to see it, right? I want to see the passing of the monarch. I've never seen it in the fortress before, especially of old age, right? Like you can kill a king, no problem, but I've never seen a king just reach the end of their natural life. So that's our sightseeing goal for this fortress right now. And then adventure bears, ridiculous adventure bears. And from there, who knows? Who knows? Today's episode is brought to you by Magma. A little bit less than there used to be. Still plenty, though. And viewers like you, click in on all the buttons down there, hanging out with us live, hang out in VODs, hang out on Discord, wherever you want to hang out. Magma. There's magma beneath your feet. I guarantee it. If you dig down far enough right now, you would find magma. I guarantee it. Unless you're watching this in the year 3000 and you're on the moon. In which case, hi. What the hell? But yeah, I hope you come by for more. I hope you hang out with us. I hope this was enjoyable. I hope you have a good rest of your week. I hope you have a good weekend. And I hope you stay kind.